This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of the top 3 NASCAR series, send them through the N ratings algorithm, set them up by their provisional lineups, and set the forecast as they will be on race day, and we see what the computer says will be the finishing order on race day. In the truck race, it was John Hunter Nemechek who came across the line first, followed by Matt Crafton, Jack Wood, Stuart Friesen, and Carson Osbar. Several playoff drivers up there in the top 5, but several that were not. Sheldon Creed, Chandler Smith, Zane Smith barely cracking the top 20. Ben Rhodes outside of that top 20. He was at the lead of the standings, but not great for him, and certainly not great for those 3 guys who were just inside the top 20 as they were below the cut line coming into this race. And in the Xfinity race, it was Noah Gragson to the line first, followed by Daniel Hemrick, Jason White up there, Jeb Burton, and Santino Ferrucci grabbing the top 5. A little bit more spread out for the playoff guys. Brandon Jones just outside the top 10, Justin Allgaier just inside the top 20, Harrison Burton down in 30th. And 2 playoff drivers grabbing the last 2 spots. Riley Herbst and AJ Allmendinger both having mechanical issues that dropped them out of the race. Now we head to the Cup event. 40 cars on the racetrack. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch leading the way to green, and we are green here at Talladega. Bottom line getting the better launch. Denny Hamlin decides to go up top and block that lane, and Chase Elliott follows. But that's going to open up the inside, and Kyle Larson looking to make a charge toward the front. In terms of average finish here, well, Chase Briscoe only has 1 start here, but he finished 11th, so he's leading the way. Tyler Reddick with a couple more starts, 11.3 average for him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. probably he's the best veteran in that pack, 14th average for him. 1 spot below him is Brad Keselowski, who has 6 victories at this racetrack. Definitely leading the way, more than double the next driver down, which is Joey Logano. He's kind of trapped in some traffic right now. Looking off the front end of Christopher Bell at Denny Hamlin, who leads the way in top 5s at 9. Got the victory at Las Vegas. He is locked into the next round. You can see they're going by the 6 car of Ryan Newman right now. That is putting him a lap down. Looks like the 6 has some mechanical issues, possibly down a cylinder. Kurt Busch leading the way in top 10s, 21 here at this racetrack. Certainly not in that position right now, but on the inside line, trying to see if they can make that line work. Joey Logano got the lead on lap sled, but it looks like he's going down to the apron. Contact there, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott. Teammates going down the pit lane. It looks like there are green flag pit stops, but I believe there's actually something more serious going on with Logano. He drifted down from the high line, and it looks like he is taking it behind the wall. We see more cars coming in now for pit stops. Keselowski, Truex, Byron, several more behind. Once they've cycled through, it looks like Hamlin's going to be out in front. Kurt Busch, Chase Briscoe, Cole Custer up here in this front pack. A lot of Stewart-Haas racing cars. All but a problem here in the tri-oval. Justin Allgaier and Alex Bowman get together, and Kevin Harvick collected. Harvick and Bowman both below the cut line after Las Vegas. Bowman did not have a great run there. Harvick had a top 10, but obviously not enough to give him some solid points, and that is going to hurt them. It looks like that damage is terminal, and they are headed behind the wall. They are done for the day, and they're going to get minimal points out of this race. Kurt Busch going to try to charge up the inside on the ensuing restart, coming to the end of stage 1. Looks like he's going to get underneath Denny Hamlin for that position and take the stage. There's a lot of non-playoff drivers up here to end stage 1. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Bubba Wallace, Eric Almirola go down to 5th place. There's your first playoff driver, William Byron. Denny Hamlin will end up in 6th position. So now we head to the start of stage 2. There were pit stops, and now Bubba Wallace is out in front. He got a stage win earlier in the season at this racetrack. Ryan Blaney kind of off the pace right now. He's trailing the back of the draft. Has a dangerous position of losing it. And problems here, Kyle Busch on the apron. That is not good for the 18 team as he drifts back up the racetrack and right into the 17 of Chris Buescher. And spins around on the racetrack, and he's going to get drilled by Ryan Preece. Might have been a cut tire on the 18 that sent him around, but now huge damage on his race car, and he's getting out. He is done for the day. Had a decent points buffer entering today, but that is going to be erased. Michael McDowell, the winner of the Daytona 500, eliminated from the playoffs, but obviously he can still go for a victory here, and he has shown on Superspeedway he is pretty strong. William Byron a little bit removed from the pack. He's going to need to have a solid finish as he comes into this race underneath the cut line. Little less pressure from behind now that Bowman and Harvick are out of the race, but needs to go ahead and try to beat Keselowski on points and potentially a few others. We're seeing some more green flag pit stops as now Denny Hamlin has come down. Chase Elliott coming down, almost ran into the back of James Davison. And when we head to the end of stage 2, Hamlin is going to be in front. Joey Gase up there in second position. Eric Almirola in third. Kyle Larson fourth. Ross Chastain in fifth. Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott also grabbed stage points there as the playoff drivers, several of whom have had their issues today already and are out of the race, are a little bit separated in this grouping. Denny Hamlin is out in front, but here comes Kyle Larson. Gonna try to see if he can get to the inside, and he pushes the air on the 11 car to shuffle him out of the line. And it looks like the 5 car is gonna head to the front. He's gonna be a challenger in these final laps. Christopher Bell trying to gain as many spots as he can, just like William Byron is behind him. Came into this race at the bottom of the playoff standings, so he really needs a good run. Finished 24th at Las Vegas. Here comes Kurt Busch down for his pit stop. Denny Hamlin will follow. Justin Haley also coming down, making his first start in 16, and it looks like the 11 and 16 will get off to a good jump off that pit stop, but it looks like he's got some company. Kyle Larson getting a little bit of a draft off Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch. They are still in this mix, and they are going to try to see what they can do to get around those front two. William Byron still shuffling for position. Looks like he might have a solid run going for him. He might be in front of Keselowski. Those Penske cars have just had some troubles today. Logano's out of the race. Blaney's falling back off the pace, and Keselowski also seems to not have the speed. We've got quite the battle brewing up here for the lead. What a group. 2 former Talladega winners in Hamlin and Almirola. 5 Superspeedway winners. Add in Kurt Busch, Justin Haley, and Michael McDowell. And they are all battling for place number 1. White flag is out. Hamlin's out in front. Kyle Larson on the outside line. No help for him. Hamlin already has a victory in this round. He's good for the next round, but he wants to build on his playoff points. Coming up to James Davison in the 66. About to go another lap down, and Kurt Busch cuts underneath him. And the 11 can't make a subsequent move as he's trapped behind the lapped car of Davison. And Kurt Busch shoots out to the lead. Chase Elliott also going underneath, but that's not for position. Elliott is a lap down. So now the 1 car with a huge advantage on the rest of the field. Hamlin trying to get back in line. See if he can draft back up to the 1 car, but the 66 might have put the dagger in there for Hamlin. And Kurt Busch already eliminated from the playoffs, but he is going to go to victory lane once again this season. Chip Ganassi Racing not continuing its operation after this season for NASCAR, and Kurt Busch might have just delivered them their final victory as he goes to victory lane here today at Talladega. Denny Hamlin is going to end up in the runner-up spot. Michael McDowell, the Daytona 500 winner, is in third. Almirola, a former winner, here in fourth. And Joey Gase, look at him up there in fifth position. Crazy result for him. Justin Haley, Kyle Larson also in that mix. Martin Truex Jr. and Christopher Bell will grab top 10 runs. William Byron stays on the lead lap. He finishes 13th. Chase Elliott was just 1 lap down. He finishes in 14th. Solid efforts for guys like Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick, but they end up a lap down just inside the top 20. Brad Keselowski, we mentioned he was having some issues getting speed. He might have had some damage that contributed to his results. 24 for him. But there is so many guys in the playoffs down here getting just 1 point on the day. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney did not fare much better. Bad days for them. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we will see you all next time.